Hi everyone, my name is Mike Bryan and I'm happy to have here today Heather Hamilton from Adams Lane Healthcare and Rehabilitation here in Zanesville. Thanks Heather for coming today, I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And we've wanted to continue doing these videos so that folks have an understanding of what to expect if they need skilled nursing services. And we've interviewed you before and we wanted to update some things. So again, thanks for coming in. And all right, well, first things first, can you tell us where you're located?
We're located at 1856 Adams Lane in Zanesville. The phone number is 740-454-9769.
And what's the best email address for someone to get in contact with you?
For me, would be hhamilton at adamslanehc.com.
Okay. And I know before we got on camera, we were talking about the website. The easiest way to get to Adams Lane is just going to the main website, which is certushc.com. Is
Yes.
that right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And although there is some information on the website, is the easiest way just to give you a call directly and to find out more information?
Yes, my direct line to my office is 740-891-2896.
Okay.
And that'll get you directly to me.
Okay. And I also know in your same office you have Tiffany Hughes there as well. Is she able to answer some questions that folks call
Absolutely.
in?
She is the social worker, so she does all the discharge planning and things like that. So
okay, perfect. All right. Well, so can you describe a little bit of what services are available at Adams Lane?
Yeah, we do short-term rehab. We have 25 private rooms that people just come to get some therapy and go back home. We have OT, PT, and speech therapy. We also have a 25-bed secure memory care unit, which we are renovating it right now, and it's going to be turned into Blue Sky Living, where it's going to be focused on dementia and Alzheimer's, big focus-based activies,
Sure.
Special training for the staff, and stuff like that over there. So
well, and that's a new thing, right?
Yes.
That is something that I hear a lot of clients ask about that pretty frequently. So that's good to know that that's something that's going to be available. And it's in the process of being renovated now, or is it actually available now?
It's available now.
Right.
We haven't done the upkeep on it yet, but
Sure.
it's still available. We have a couple private. I think we have 2 private rooms available at the moment and a semi-private.
Okay, that's great. And I understand that folks who might be receiving hospice or palliative care, they can still receive that care in addition to what you guys provide at Adams Lane.
Absolutely.
So.
They can use any company of their choice. We do have 2 hospice suites that are fully furnished with TV, couch, table chairs, things like that, so that the families can have plenty of space to be with their loved one.
Okay, and so that is a nice feature too. It makes folks look much more comfortable and have some extra space. So that's great. Now, if someone is moving in, I understand they have private rooms available too.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if someone's on Medicaid, generally they're going to have the semi-private rooms. Can you describe just the layout of the semi-private room? If someone would have questions about that.
Yeah, the semi-private room they have like a curtain divider that goes down through the middle, and it's 2 rooms. But typically, when someone comes in, I like to put them on the skilled unit just for like a week or 2 to kind of get the feel of, how they are and someone that they will be matched with. I don't want to just put them in a room. I want to find someone that they get along with, someone that has the same common interests as them.
Mm-hmm.
So typically when they come in, I will put them in a private room for about a week before I move them to long-term.
That makes a lot of sense. Helps you find out who's compatible with someone else and who's not. So, okay. All right. And again, I think you already mentioned occupational, physical, and speech therapies. So if someone just needs some short-term help and they're heading back home, they can come there and receive that. Now, let's say someone has, they've looked at your information, they've looked on the website, they've talked to you. Is the next appropriate step to schedule a tour with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just give me a call, send me an email, either or. We can schedule a tour. Yeah, absolutely.
And then after that's done, if they've talked to the family and they decided, hey, this is the place I want to be, Of course, they're going to have to sign a contract and all of those things. And it's okay for them to take that with them at home to review, because I know there's a lot of paperwork, as with anything. But once that's signed, describe a little bit what move-in day is like.
Move-in day would be, the families can actually always come like a day early if they want to get the room set up so that it doesn't feel so uncomfortable the day of move-in. Just bring their belongings in. If their clothing's not marked, we'd like to get them marked just so that they don't get lost in the laundry. We can label them ourselves. We just need to know if the family wants to do the laundry or they want us to do them. The nurse will come in and meet with them and kind of go over their social history, their meds with them, things like that. So,
and then that's where the nurse will help understand what type of extra care they might need. If they are going to have any sort of therapies, they'll go through that assessment. Is the family able to bring in extra items of furniture and for their loved ones, or I'm not sure what extent that is recommended?
As far as the semi-private rooms, they are allowed to have a small refrigerator. If they want like a small apartment size refrigerator, they can have that. Usually by the time they have their bed, maybe a recliner, a dresser, and a small refrigerator, that's kind of about the space that they'll have with their clothes and stuff like that. So I guess it's hard going from an apartment to a house to half of a room.
Absolutely.
Yes, but they're welcome to look at it and see what they would want to put in it.
And I think that's an important reason to go on the tour, so they can see what the dimensions are going to be and understand what makes sense. So one of the other questions that I get most of the time is, how can I pay for this type of care? And I understand that you are able to take Medicaid, veterans pension benefits, Medicare, different types of insurance, and even the Advantage plans. You can also accept most of those as well. And I feel like that covers most of the payment options, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's also private pay options. If we don't, which is rare that we don't have an insurance, but if we don't accept it, we can ask for a one-time contract. So
okay, all right, that's good to know. Well, one of the other questions that I get also relates to, what makes you stand out from other skilled nursing facilities? We have quite a few in our neck of the woods. What makes you stand out in your opinion?
We have a lot of longevity in our building between our therapy department, our kitchen staff, our nurses, our STNAs. There's, I want to say, a good bit of them that's 20 plus years of working there. So we've been together for a while. Yeah. And we also offer smoking. It's also something that's not too much available in this area, but we do have a smoking outdoor facility that we do offer 8 smoking times. They are on schedule in a designated area. So
makes sense. Well, can you think of anything else that folks should understand before they would come to have a tour?
No, just call. I would love to take you around and show you the building. And we do have a bulletin board with all of our upgrades that we're getting to come. They're coming this year. So I'm excited for all the upgrades.
Yeah, I understand. It's quite a few upgrades, and I'm sure that'll look very nice.
Yes,
so that's
absolutely.
Good. Well, very good. Well, I think that gives everyone a pretty good feel of what to expect there at Adams Lane. And I'd like just to remind everyone out there that if you do have questions, be sure to reach out to Heather, and I'm sure she'll be happy to talk to you. And as always, if you have any questions about Medicaid or veterans benefits, we're happy to talk to you here at our office. But ultimately, if you have any other questions, please let her know. And thanks for watching again today.